Alright, so I really don't know how to do these videos out here yet. I'm out here on the Appalachian Trail. I'm going to try to do a video every day, but I've been out here, I think it's Saturday, March, I don't know, 16th. I think I got here Thursday, the 14th. I actually left on the 12th. I left Florida on the 12th, and I made a stop and saw my buddy in Atlanta and came into town. And the 13th, I was hoping to get out here, but I was a little unprepared. I had some rental car problems, but I am here now. I got here Thursday. By the time I got a shuttle, I got dropped off about 2:30, and I hiked the 1 mile. If you're not familiar, I got dropped off at the trailhead and Springer Mountain Trailhead, and it's a 1 mile hike backwards, really. So yeah, I made that hike. It really kicked my butt. I'm a Florida kid with no elevation, and physically too. So by the time I got up there, it took me a little while, and I watched the sunset from Springer by myself, and it was absolutely beautiful. And I spent the first night in the Springer Mountain shelter. And yesterday it was, so I don't know if that's night one, because I really didn't log any miles towards the end goal, if there is a goal. But spent night one at Springer Mountain shelter. And yesterday it was pouring rain. And Springer was starting to get really, really crowded. So I stepped off in the pouring rain and made my way to, I guess it's Stover Creek. And I took a break, and this is where the first real miracle, when you know you're in the right place at the right time. Kept to myself mostly to this point. And hiked on my own, and as soon as I walked in, there was this woman, and she looked at me, and she said she follows me on YouTube, and she had lost her husband like a year ago, and we talked for a little while, and it was the first person that ever approached me that I didn't know and said they followed me, and it was humbling. And she bit off more than she could chew, as did I, and we shared about that, and she ended up going home today. But I stayed with her at Stover Creek for a couple hours, and, we chatted, and when I left, I gave her a big old hug, and I told her she didn't have anything to prove. And take her time to grieve. And, yeah, it was like I knew I was where I was supposed to be. Not that I could fix anybody or heal anybody, but just to comfort her, and I ended up leaving Stover, and I hiked over to, I guess it's Black Mountain Shelter, and I'm here now. I got here kind of later yesterday, about 7:30, and it was dark and packed, and I set up my tent, and my body is super, super sore. So I took my first zero today, and because I guess sassafras is coming up, and I was having some Charlie horses in my hamstrings and my calves, and I feel pretty good overall. Mentally, I'm in a good place. I knew I was going to have some physical difficulties. So I guess I did like 8.1 miles yesterday, and I decided to stay here today, and for whatever reason, and even that is just beautiful. I was here with a guy named Joe. Had hiked before, and he comes out and does some trail magic. It's his birthday today, so happy birthday, Joe. And he started some fire, and he's been here all day, and doing things for other people, man, and not hiking. He's just out here to sharing the magic, man. And then this young man comes walking up relatively early, and Army guy named Mike, and a former Army guy who's been out for like a year, and yeah, me and him had some magical talks, and I knew I was supposed to stay here, take this zero today, and share with him on some really cool stuff, and yeah, so tomorrow I guess I will tackle sassafras, and but I want to show you guys more than anything just the first couple days, and not me talking, but just say there's been some beautiful moments out here already, and yes, I'm in pain, yes, my body's hurting, and but that's okay. Got some amazing footage at Long Creek Falls, and I was out there absolutely by myself, and it's like such majestic beauty, and it's like very few eyes have ever laid sight on it, because it's a hike out there, and in relation to the population, at least, I'm sure a lot of people have seen it, but I got to sit there for quite a while and just enjoy it by myself. And much as I love the company and the people I've met so far, I haven't talked to everybody, and it's a lot of times I'm just quiet to myself, but man, do I love that, like that alone time, and so I guess tomorrow's St. Patty's Day, so from what I understand, if I can make it to Gooch Mountain, it's like 7.1 miles, I think, and then, or Gooch Gap, and then like a mile after that is Woody's Gap, and it'll be St. Patty's Day, and they said there'll be a lot of like trail magic there, and people bringing out food and celebrating, and so that's the goal tomorrow. It's a lot for me. I did 8 yesterday, and it 8.1, and it kicked my butt. My ankles are kind of loose. Every muscle hurts, and so I didn't push myself today. And tomorrow will be Sassafras Mountain, which, from what I understand, and from the picture, it's pretty much straight up. So, and even that, I was winded. Sometimes I'd walk 20 yards and have to lean on a tree and catch my breath, and walk 20 yards and lean on a tree and catch my breath. Very slow going, but that's okay. I'm here, and took some time away from the crowd. It's just come over here to say hi and just at least record the beautiful moments that have already taken place. So I will add some of the footage I have to the back of this, which will cover my first couple days here. Appreciate you. Enjoy. Absolutely beautiful. I'm out here all by myself. Bye.